Hi everybody and welcome in. This is Jackie, and what I'm doing today is a little bit of a different layout. I thought I'd give it a try, and we'll see how this works out. The layout is called stress reduction, and I found this on the internet. I'm not sure if it is Lotus divination that I found this on or not, but it keeps coming across my path, so I figure maybe we could try this here on the site, and we'll see if it brings up any information here. So there are 5 questions or 5 positions here that we can check out, and we'll see what we get from it. So for stress reduction, so the root of my stress. Okay, well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to use these cards because we have enough now to do the reading. So the root of my stress. Mystical shaman. So this may have something to do with the gifts that you have, whether you're a tarot reader, whether you do Reiki, whatever that is. Okay, so it may be that you are trying to find out what your gift to the world is. So mystical shaman, that's the card that is coming out. So let's see what the tarot have to say. It could be that you want to be some type of leader, spiritual leader, helper, a healer, a mystic of some sort. So here we have the Earth Mother, which in this tarot is actually the Empress. Then we have the 5 of Swords, and we have the Page of Cups. So there's some sense here of a wanting to have abundance. There's like a brand new emotion that's showing up here. You're standing up for yourself in some sense. It's like you want to have clarity of thought, a bit of like an empathic ability that's going on here. And with that Earth Mother, I feel like you're wanting to bring in, like I say, abundance. You want to have validation. I think that's the word for what it is that you do. So that's kind of like the root of your stress. Okay, this is what I want. Can I be, of help to others? Do I know enough? Am I confident enough to be able to work at this, with the abilities that I have and whatnot? So yeah, that very well could be the root of your stress. So the healthiest way to cope with this stress, we have the corn. And the corn is a card of abundance. So let's see. What is this abundance talking about? 8 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Wands. So 6 of Wands to me very quickly and clearly talks about victory. All right, so that to me is a good card. What I'm seeing is that energies are moving very quickly here. With the 9 of Pentacles, this talks about, yeah, you are educated enough. Like you know what you're talking about here. Okay, and validation of that is coming towards you. So this energy is going to start happening very quickly. Okay, am I good enough? Yeah, sure, you're good enough. So that's the healthiest way to cope with this stress. Okay, you get a little bit of validation, makes you feel good, kind of strokes the ego there a little bit. So yeah, that's how you're going to deal with it. You get something from someone because you gave something, and it makes you feel good. So it's like this endless cycle. Okay, so that's the healthiest way to deal with this. You're getting validation from someone else because of what you have given them, and yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, maybe I do know what I'm talking about. All right, so that looks good. So important lesson that I'm learning, we have the Hunter, and the Hunter talks about only taking what you need. All right. So let's see, what have we got here? So 3 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. So there's some sense here that there is a broken-hearted energy, some type of upset. And with that Knight of Pentacles, that talks to me about making plans for the future. It's moving forward. It's very slowly, it's very methodical though. All right. Then with the Oak King, this is really taking a look at something and maybe putting a different spin on it. So it's like looking at something a little bit differently. I don't feel it as sacrificing your energy or your time for someone else. Okay. I feel it as you really looking through the eyes of someone else and seeing how the reading works, or whatever it is that you do. Okay. How that works for that person. So specifically putting your time and energy towards like one person or one thing at a time, and giving it the best that you can for that specific purpose. Okay, so only taking what you need, only using what you need for a specific issue or a specific person. So that is the lesson that you're learning. So something that I'm not seeing clearly would be magic. And magic to me talks of blessings. This talks of the universe really sending messages to you so that you can understand, so that you can use it to the best of your ability for someone else. So this is all about service to someone else. So let's see, what have we got here for magic? Let's open the magic up here. So here we have the 8 of Pentacles, the Lord of Shadows, which is the Death card, and the 4 of Cups. So you may be feeling a little bit upset or a little bit down, like maybe things aren't really taking off the way that you wanted them to. But there is a cycle that needs to process through. All right, that 8 of Pentacles, yeah, you're studying, you're working, you're doing everything you can, you're putting in the time, the blood, the sweat, the tears. This is a very important time, and you really need to work with that energy. So if, like, you have a lot of books that you haven't read yet on the subject that you're interested in, and this is something that is very passionate to you, then yeah, this is the time to go ahead and do that. Get all the education, all the wisdom that you can, so that when the cycle starts to shift, and like you just might be on like the downward of the wheel right now, so when it starts picking up, you are ready. Okay, so in the downtime, this is the time to study and grasp hold of those resources, and suck the life out of those resources. Okay, so that when the spiral, or when the wheel shifts and you can't put any more time into study and whatnot, then you are ready. Okay, this is a time of preparation right now. All right, so yeah, you may feel a little bit down or disheartened about things that have been going on right now, but again, this is a time where, okay, this is a lull in this cycle. Okay, what can I do to fill up my time to help me when things start getting busy? Okay, so yeah, reading, studying, learning. Okay, with our last card, this is how to avoid the problem in the future, and this is the Ancient Ones. So with the Ancient Ones, that to me talks of ancestors, like they're trying to bring in messages to you. Don't be so freaking busy that you can't pay attention to the messages. That's what I'm getting here. All right, it's like they've been trying to tell you this for a very long time, and you've been kind of closed off because your mind has been elsewhere. It's like, oh, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? What do I need to do? Well, they're trying to tell you what it is that you need to do. So let's pull some tarot and see what we get from that. All right, so there we have the Emperor, we've got the Queen of Swords, and we've got the Harvest, which is the Judgment card. Okay, so to me, this is like that second chance to make everything right, to start making a routine for yourself that is actually going to work for you. Okay, you have the energy. All right, this is your business or your thing that you're doing here. No one else can tell you how to run it because you probably wouldn't listen to them anyway. All right, so be very truthful to yourself. What is it that you can change when that wheel is on the downward and things really aren't very busy for you right now? So what can you do in that time to bring abundance when the wheel does that shift and does that upward turn, so that when you do have a lot of clients or customers or a lot of busyness headed towards you, what could you have done in that lull that's going to help you in the busy time? Okay, and that to me is telling me the universe is saying this is the time to start putting in the effort, put in the study time. This is the time to upload that education, okay, or download the education, whatever the scenario may be for you. But this is like, be prepared, because when the busy time comes, you're not going to have time to do this, and then you're going to say, well, geez, I wish I wasn't so busy right now, because there's really a book that I want to read, and I really think that it's going to help me, progress on this path. It's like, the universe is telling you, well, you know something? You did have a lot of downtime, and you didn't take advantage of it. So, they are telling you right now, this is your second chance. So if it's something that you want to read, something that you want to educate yourself about, so that you don't have that stress when things really start getting busy, now is the time to do that. Okay? And I feel like they've been trying to tell you that for a very long time, and you're like, yeah, well, I gotta scrub my floor. Yeah, well, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And you haven't been taking advantage of the downtime. All right. So, let's pull some cards here, and we'll see what else the universe has to say. This card wants to come out. That's the Nine of Cups. Okay, so you've got hopes and wishes and dreams here, Ace of Swords, and the High Priest. Okay, so these two cards have come out a lot lately within the readings, the Ace of Cups and the High Priest. So you have hopes and wishes and dreams. You're committed to that. Okay, you're committed to making things happen for yourself. But the honest to God truth is, have you been doing it in the right way? Have you been doing it in a time-wise way? All right, and like I said, there's something here about this Wheel of Fortune that when things are in a lull, okay, do the things that are going to progress you in your business or whatever it is that you're doing, so that when you are busy, you're not going to have the regret of saying, wow, I really think that book, the knowledge in that book really would have helped me at this point, and you just haven't got the time to do it. Okay? So, that is really talking about time management. Okay? When there is a lull in business, put your mind and your desire to grow this business into something that's going to help the business. Okay? So, here we have, I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. So, this to me is saying, the universe is telling you, look at everything through the eyes of love. Because if you're looking at everything through the eyes of negativity and hate and all that thing, you're not really looking at it the way that you should. Okay, you're going to come out with a different outcome. So look at things through the eyes of love, which gives you compassion for other people. Okay, it gives you that human quality. So be easier on yourself. Now that you know what it is that you need to do, start following that and see how that is going to propel you forward in this journey that you're on, whatever this journey is. So, thanks for watching. If you've got a lull, start studying, because it's going to help you out when you hit that busy time, and the busy time is on the way. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Now get studying.